Okay, so the motor's bolted down, lined it, put it in place. Now what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be cutting the exhaust because I just need the manifold piece off here. Then I'm going to bolt that on the motor and kind of make an idea how I'm going to mount the exhaust. To be honest, I'm thinking I might actually remount that stock exhaust somewhere where it's out of the way. Because really, I don't need this machine to be super loud. It would kind of be nice to be able to, you know, idle around without waking up everyone. So, so not too sure what I'm going to do on the exhaust. For now, I'm going to mount the manifold on the engine. And after that, I'm probably going to try sparking up this motor to see if it's any good. Because I haven't tested it yet, and it'd be nice to find out now before I go any farther. Because if it is bad, I'll have to put on a 6-horse. Okay, here, so this is my intake there. I just finished cutting the ears off each side there. That's going to fit perfectly into there. So you can actually see, they actually have a mark where I'll go right up to that. Then I'll weld it up. This is the muffler I picked up here. There's the model number if anyone cares. So it's for Wisconsin. Anyway, it's 1 3/4 inch, so it's much larger than I needed to go. Originally was just going to weld that up to there, but doing it this way I could go right over top it, so it'll be a much stronger weld. Basically, it'll go onto the motor, this will kick out, and this will just go right onto here. And because this one doesn't have an inlet at the bottom there, I'll be able to make some kind of base plate for the muffler to sit on. And I'm going to probably weld this here together. Maybe I'll just use a clamp. And on the end of the clamp where I got the 2 bolts, I'll melt some reinforcements. And as for that, I'm not going to keep this. I'm going to raise this up at least another probably 3-4 feet. So yes, I want it tall enough that I don't get smoke in my face. Because I am pretty tall. Well, there we go. Quickly welded her up. That's not going anywhere. Also filled this in. Same with that side. So, I don't know. I think the vibration, that should hold up pretty good. So, anyway, time to give it a shot of paint and install it. This is just going to be pushed onto there, and then after that I got to make some braces. Probably I'll put braces from the clamp here, and then somehow something around the muffler. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out once I get it in place. So, there you go. Well, got the exhaust header on and painted up. Looks not too bad. Still don't know if I want to pipe the dump out the front. Probably take this off and just use a down turn, or to have it straight up like a stack. So I do got to notch the hood out just a little tiny bit here, just to clear the top of this here. So I could have, if I wanted to play around with the pipe for a couple more hours, I probably could have welded in a few more joints and did that, but I don't mind if I notched that out because that's not ruining the entire hood. That's just kind of the exhaust shield. Didn't really want to do it, but shit happens, I guess. As for that pulley right there, that's a 7-inch. I might actually have to go down to a 6-inch because with the 7-inch, I don't think I'm going to have enough movement on the clutch to engage and disengage the belt. Yes, I could refab the bracket, move that, and change it, but to be honest, I don't really have time to start doing that on this machine. I just need to get it going. So I might just go back. That's not welded on or anything. So the pulley's just sitting on the hub. So I might go exchange that for a 1-inch smaller one, and then it should work fine. Anyway, buddy of mine is starting to insulate his garage again, so I gotta go give him a hand. YouTube user ACA332, ACA332, I believe. Anyway, might as well go help him with that for a bit. And anything exciting happens, maybe I'll catch it on tape.
Sit down though. Sit down and get up.
Yeah, the only chair in the building right now is on his tractor. The other ones are up on the wall and he's too lazy to grab them. Anyway, he's just finishing up some installations. It's actually looking pretty good. Just have this area to do. Seeing you there, see if your tractor starts. Make for a good video. Give it a rev. Oh, she's cold. She's cold. Yeah, she's too cold. You'd have to let her warm up.
Not happy.
Yeah, she's just flooding the shit out of her, eh?
Yeah.
So, man, Every time I see those heads, I keep on thinking that was freaking white. The valves.
You know what? You should ask your viewers, what does that mean when those valves are white like that? Is it running lean?
A little bit, buddy.
Or
Just
is it
a
burning
wee.
oil?
No, that's the burning oil. They're always black. Those ones are just freaking leaner than lean can get by the looks of it.
Yeah, that's a stock Rochester quadra-deck carb doing that.
Yeah, not the one up there.
They probably, no.
No.
That one I got for free.
Yeah.
Oh
So
my God,
you
I
rebuilt
gave
your
it-
motor, but you put your same carb back on it.
I didn't have the heads off the motor at the time. Didn't
Yeah.
realize how lean it would run it. You know what? I'm gonna put a set of vortex heads. That's what those are for.
Yeah, the Vortex.
That's gonna go on the Caprice.
Yeah.
And then I'll get me an aftermarket carb. Also, I think I want to go. I don't know if I want to go square bore or spread bore on the Caprice.
I say buy a truck,
I had a truck.
muscle truck, and put your motor in it. So,
It's just like you with your stupid IT 175. Wait, did you sell that thing?
yeah.
Oh, that's right, eh?
Yeah, I got rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that car's got sentimental value. It's got the transmission from my first car in it still.
It does?
Yeah.
Holy. And it's still holding up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the Impala only had 100,000 just over 100,000 when I wrecked it.
Yeah,
So-
nice. Anyway,
Brand new transmission still.
yeah. Anyway, I just stopped over at his house to see how his installation's going. Now I'm off to Canadian Tire to go buy some exhaust for the tractor. And just in case I forget again, what the hell's your YouTube channel again?
ACA 332.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a license plate. Just think of that.
That's such a good point,
I
eh?
should actually get that license plate.
Probably already
I
taken.
should probably edit that out, and then I can go and actually see if I can get that license plate.
Why would I? Yeah, I guess then someone buy it on you. Anyway, I'm out of here. Man, your hoard pile is actually a lot smaller than last time.
It's all up in the roof.
Holy shit. Didn't even notice that.
I just noticed it start to bow.
Well, I guess once you need to get something... Yeah, I see an exhaust pipe. Once you need to get something down, it might be interesting, but sweet. And there we go. That's pretty much how it's going to sit. Do got to mount a bracket from here to that bolt right there. Going to mount another one from the back of this, bottom of this, to these two bolt holes here. And other than that, I'm thinking I'm going to remove it from here and I'm going to paint mark a line here. And I'm going to weld this together. And I'm going to weld this pipe here that I just picked up. I'm not sure if I want to use this flapper because it only opens that far. So I know I can modify it by grinding it here. But some of the other ones I've been looking at open up like quite a bit more. I don't know. And I am going to keep it facing forward like this. So this kind of deflects the exhaust away from me. So yeah, I got to get a new seat. Anyway, I'm thinking I'm going to try firing it up this motor. Do a dirty cold start on her. And first start, because I haven't even seen if this one runs yet. Now, it doesn't have kerosene in it. It doesn't have diesel in it. I'm guessing it has some kind of weird ass heating oil because, man, it stinks. It's a very strong smell. So everything's just loose on here. So it's actually pretty sturdy. So I'm going to pull it into the center here and I'm going to prop you guys up on a tripod and give it a cold start. Thinking I might just try to pull start. Don't know yet. Well, here goes nothing. Just want to set it on a quarter throttle. Don't want to start her up on full bore. Actually, that's about half, let's say. Yeah, it looks about half. Go and give her a slow grind. And then we'll see what happens. The muffler might just shake off and fall on the ground. It's not attached. Pump's leaking. stay idling. Nope, I set it too low. And right there is about the lowest I could get her to idle, so. And man, that oil stinks. That's the absolute lowest it'll idle. Any lower, it just stalls. Yeah, well, that made a pretty interesting amount of smoke in here. So, well, there you go. Motor's good. Exhaust is a little bit loud, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, it looks like it's sitting crooked right now, but that tire's right flat and pretty much off the rim almost. Yeah, it's pretty flat. Pancake. Anyway, I guess, I don't know how hot that got. It's warm. So, I guess now that I know the motor's good, I gave it a hell of a pull there and primed it, kind of, but my injection pump's leaking. That's why you see me grab the towel there. You can see it's pooling down there. It's dripping from the fitting. So, actually, yeah, I gotta figure that out. It might just be loose here when they primed it. Not too sure yet. So, guess I'll shut off the gas for now. Yeah, so far every single one of these motors have fired right up, so yeah, well, with the diesel they're pretty hard to kill. So anyway, that's the end of this for this week. And today is Sunday. Didn't really do much on it besides bolting the motor down, lining it up. This is the pulley here that I chose. So it's a 7-inch. I think I'm going to bring that back down to a 6-inch, because 7-inch I don't think there's going to be enough room for the clutch to fully disengage. So not too sure yet. So there's a stock muffler there, stock intake over there. Picked up a whole stack of LED lights there. So 36 inches long, and I just hooked 4 of them up here just for the hell of it. So they're 5630 times 72 LEDs. Each strip draws about 1.62 amps, 20 watts, or 1.6 amps, 20 watts. So it's pretty decent, and my goal is to use just one of these in the motorhome, maybe 2, and as you can see, they could be cut anywhere that you see those lines. So, and they're aluminum heat sinks on the back, so yeah, I ended up buying 30 of them, even though I only needed frickin' a couple. This is an 8 amp hour battery here, which I had off the 400EX until I broke the terminal on it. That battery there powered the lights for an hour and a half, all 4 of those lights for 1 hour and a half, and then the battery voltage dropped down to about 10.5 volts, so I decided to kill it. So yeah, these draw roughly 6 amp hours, you could say. Actually, no, but whatever, close enough. So yeah, about an hour and a half out of that battery. So, and the battery we're going to be using in motorhome is going to be more like 100 amp hours. So it's going to be quite a bit bigger than that. So anyway, next thing I got to do on here, like I said, is brace up my braces, because chances are that weld there might not hold up just with it vibrating like that. And then I got to modify my battery box. Don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to try to either put a full-size battery here, or if I don't do it that way, I might mount a full-size battery just on the back on some kind of rack. So, not too sure yet. So, I know some people aren't probably the happiest that I'm spending time building this instead of the racing tractor, but I need something for plowing during the winter. And yeah, this is something, in my opinion, that's a little bit more important than toys. So, and yes, I'm gearing this thing up to go fast, so it will probably be fun, and I might take it for a couple river rides. Not too sure yet. So anyway, probably see another video come up in the middle of this next week. Well, and for anyone that cares, this is how much light 4 of those LED lights make. And the camera just dims. Oh man, that's even hard to look at. Yeah, that's 4 of them, and all 4 of them are in one spot. So technically, if I spread 4 of them out in this garage, 4 of them would actually give it enough light that I could work if I really wanted to. But a garage this size, I'd say at least 10 of them. They pretty much have the same brightness as a T5 or T8 bulb in my opinion. So still pretty dark in here, but I got plans to put a couple above my workbench here. So probably those guys right there, I guess. Or I'm just saying, the ones I put up there were strictly just to test them. So I'm overpowering a 5 amp power adapter pretty much. Yep, a little too dark now. Anyway, that's the end of this. Talk to you guys next week.